So you did. You're ready to start investing. Moreover, you're convinced you want to be a dividend investor and take that leap to earning passive income. You understand that this process allows you to take your active income and turn it into a passive income generating machine. So now you need a strategy. You got to know which fund is the absolute best to invest in, and you want to start earning as much yield as possible. And I'm going to need you to slow down for the rest of this video and listen to these 4 strategies to help you build your dividend portfolio flawlessly. Now, before we get started, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It's your favorite investor, and this is the channel to help keep you invested and build your wealth. First off, I need you to understand that this process will take time. Even choosing a high-yielding stock like JEPQ with the 9% yield will not have you feeling like you can conquer the world. The reason is because in the beginning, you will simply not have enough capital for distributions to make a serious impact in your day-to-day life. Even if you choose to invest in only high dividend stocks, which is completely up to you, it'll take time to build up a significant position if you're coming from nothing. At 9%, you would need at least $50,000 invested to return $4,500 a year. This for most will be a nice complementary income, but will not be enough to quit your job. So I need you to have in your strategy a realistic time frame to achieve significant dividends from your investments. Second, you have to take action. Each day you fail to take action on creating a dividend portfolio is another day you fall behind or add to when you can see your end goal. It doesn't matter if you have to start the portfolio with $10. It is better than nothing and will allow you to commit to consistently putting in $10. Once this happens, you will begin to see growth. It'll be small growth, but you'll see it. You'll start to gain confidence in the markets that this might actually work. Then you'll want to grow it even faster. So you'll find ways to double your investment. Then you find ways to cut back on spending so you have more to invest. Taking that first step is the start of your momentum. So take action. I can give you the sauce, but if you don't ever take action, it won't matter. Third, a typical dividend ETF will probably be all you need. You can scour companies and try to pick single stocks. In fact, I encourage you to. However, only after you've made a base investment in a strong dividend ETF. Pick literally whichever one you like as long as the expense ratio is relatively low. If you need suggestions, check out the video where I explain to you guys the 5 best dividend growth ETFs. And there'll be at least a few ETFs in there that you can choose and will probably exponentially grow over the coming decades. These ETFs will do all of the work. They take out the dividend payers when needed and add new ones as they see fit. You might ask why I recommend picking single stocks though. And the reason is because after your core holding, those stocks have the ability to exponentially grow a relatively small amount of capital. Keeping the capital small is key here because if the investment fails, you'll still end up getting paid out your dividends and you won't end up losing a ton of capital. Next on the list is picking a day to invest and sticking to it. Especially in the beginning, this is critical. Automating investments and staying consistent will help balance the portfolio by dollar cost averaging. Set your time frame and your date and let it go to work. This will help you stay focused on the end goal and keep you away from not investing. Many investors fall victim to buying high and selling low, which is a recipe to lose money in the stock market. So keep it automated and let it go. Once you have built some capital, and if you feel you have developed a sense for the market conditions and cycles, then perhaps you can begin more diligently selecting when to enter capital into the markets. However, I still recommend keeping the deposits automatic to the brokerage, as this allows you to always have capital for deployment and keeps you honest in your budget. I say these tips because they are honestly the cornerstones of my investing strategy. I cannot tell you how crucial this was when I first started investing, as I didn't have to be so selective in what I chose to invest in. I really just needed to start. Stay consistent and stay patient. Anyways, if you made it this far in the video, I hope you got some value from it. And be sure to check out thebestdividendcalculator.com to start putting together your plan to build wealth. As always, thank you for watching, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more financial content. It's your favorite investor, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.